iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in tonight, race fans. We are back on the dirt here at the Volusia Speedway in Florida. It's the Upstate Racing League, the big block modifieds here on Wednesday night. It's your midweek dirt slinging racing action here tonight with some of the best dirt racers you have seen. It's the third season that the Upstate Racing League has switched to the big block modifieds, and they are bringing some of the stars from last year. Drivers that are back behind the virtual wheels here tonight. How about Brian Hacker, Josiah Millen, Scott Austin? There's a lot of drivers out there. Al Smith. And there's some rookies, drivers that have never raced on the dirt, especially with the big block modifieds. They are here tonight to try and reel in that rookie championship. Over 25 cars have signed in here tonight, which means we are going to have a last chance qualifier on the docket here tonight. 3 heat races, 8 laps the distance. Top 5 will advance straight into the feature event here tonight, and then we will go to a last chance qualifier where we will round out the field with just, it was scheduled to be 4, but since we have only 3 heat races, looks like we're adding a couple more to that LCQ. Transfer spots here tonight, but we are getting ready as these drivers are in their qualifying session right now. The Canadian Kelly Dahl is on the provisional poles. These drivers continue. They get 2 laps of qualifying here tonight, 2 lone laps, not being brought to you live here tonight, but that is what these drivers are doing here tonight. We have a new driver here this season, Anthony Morano, very good here on the iRacing.com platform. And then we have one of the wily veterans of the Upstate Racing League. He's been here for years on the asphalt side of things, Rex Hoyle. So we'll see how he does here tonight. One big notable that is not here tonight, Talon Carter, last season's champion. Won over 90% of the races. He is not back this season, so we will have a brand new champion at the end of the season here on the big block modified side of things. But as it looks like, race fans, I'm being told it is heat race time. Let's get to that starting lineup. He qualified with the top spot here tonight. That'll be the driver out of Canada, Kelly Dahl, car number 86 will start on the front row. Alongside him, another one of those Canadian Maple Leafs. It'll be the 13G. It's the G-Man, Guillaume Fortin. Back into P number 3 here tonight, hailing out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. The Hamburg Hot Dog Full Moon Garage, number 97. That'll be Robbie Schaefer. Making his first ever start here on the dirt side of things tonight, the driver out of Massachusetts, driving the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14 MA. That'll be Brian B. Yankee. Driver out of New York, driving car number 17, making his first start with the series. Nick Scaravi will drive car number 17 here tonight. And he's back behind the wheel this season after missing last year. Car number 45, that'll be Justin Smith. Anthony Morano making his first ever start here with the series. Car number 32, watch for him to come from the 7th position tonight. back into the 8th spot. Car number 15 out of New York. It's going to be the Ryan Holland powered entry. Ryan Holland driving car number 15. He'll start into the 8th spot. Another number 15 out there tonight. Chuck Hayes, he is driving car number 15. He will start from the 9th position. 9 cars, 5 to qualify. So we get ready here tonight. Kelly Dahl, brand new paint scheme on car number 86 here this season. Another new paint scheme for Guillaume Ford. He's always looking fresh out there. Robbie Schaefer supporting that number 97. It's the same paint scheme from 4 years ago. I'm telling you, it's definitely a 4-year-old paint, but it's iconic. So these drivers ready to go. Remember, 8 laps the distance here at Volusia. It's the season opener for the Upstate Racing League Big Block Modified Series. Season number 3 of racing competition. First heat race of the year. Who will be the driver to pick up the heat race here tonight? Well, let's find out. Let's do the jig. 8 laps the distance. Pace truck in. And we're racing here tonight in Florida. Great start for Kelly Dahl. He'll slide across number 13G of Guillaume Ford, but Ford going to turn underneath out of turn number 2. As they enter turn 3, you see a couple of these drivers trying to utilize the outside lane here. But not going to be enough. Guillaume going to take the race lead here. Lead lap number 1 of the season. Guillaume out front right now with Dahl Schaefer. Caution lights are on. A couple drivers having some problems. I believe Brian Bianchi making his first start, car number 14. May have had a little bit of an issue out there, so we're getting, I believe, 2 laps counted here tonight into this first heat race of the evening. Let's take a look back here. What happened? Oh, actually, it was the 45 there of Justin Smith. Smith had some problems. We'll have to go back a little bit farther, see if we can see what happened to Justin Smith. Smith running in that number 45, the TO entry. Oh, him and Bianchi, and then, Hayes all got together down the back straightaway. There was the number 15, Ryan Holland. The 45 just, well, lost it then going down into turn number 3. And there you see the number 14 having some damage, not able to continue here tonight for Brian Bianchi. So that's what brings out the first caution flag here tonight. Well, we see Dean Reynolds out there in the chat here tonight, tuning in, watching the opener here from Volusia with the Upstate Racing League. Dean Reynolds was the last 2 seasons, came in as a rookie. I remember him coming in going, who the heck is the Dean Reynolds guy out of North Syracuse, New York. Dean competed in the last couple of races of season number 1, then joined full-time in season number 2 here with the Upstate Racing League. And Dean, it's good to hear that you'll be back next week. We look forward to seeing that number 79 out there onto the speedway as we get them bunched back up 2 by 2. One driver not being able to make it back out onto the racetrack. That'll be the number 14 MA of Brian Bianchi, the Goldpeppers Bakery and Cafe rookie. So we'll go with 8-5 to qualify. Still taking 5 here out of our 3 heat races. So we'll take the top 5 out of this heat race. Green flag back up into the air, and we're going. Guillaume with a great start there as he will squirt out of turn number 2 as the race leader. The battle back here for the transfer spot. Robbie Schaefer has it currently. Now it's Ryan Holland as Holland gets around the number 17. 5 laps to go at the line this time. Guillaume trying to drive away. Kelly Dahl, Robbie Schaefer, all right there. Anthony Morano already up to the 2nd position as he runs the bottom side of the speedway. That Full Throttle Motorsports entry, trying to pick up a heat race win here tonight for the first time. As he runs the bottom side, the driver of that number 32, you will see him utilize the bottom side of the speedway as he goes for the race lead here with 3 laps to go down to turn number 1. Here comes Anthony Morano. Morano keeping that number 32, pitch down onto that right rear tire, trying to get all the bite he can. He'll slide out of turn 4. New race leader as the popsicle sticks are up here in heat race number 1. Final 2 trips around the speedway. Morano has it, but he bobbled that time. Maybe a little piece of the inside jersey barrier. That number 32 is out front. So Anthony trying to pick it up. White flag is up. Final trip around the speedway here tonight. Currently sitting as Morano, Fortin, Dahl, Schaefer, and Holland is how they are. Morano will come by here into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time here. He will pick up his first ever heat race. It'll be Fortin, Dahl, Schaefer, and Holland. Everybody else having to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. So Morano picking that one up. That means another heat race is coming your way, and it will look like this. This is your lineup for heat race number 2 here tonight. Taking the pole in this one, he was the Season 1 Big Block Modified Series champion. Car number 99, that'll be Cole Day. To his outside, the best colorful creation, best fit motorsports number 81, that'll be Jimmy McIntyre. And coming out the gate, the Tennessee Volunteer, number 98, the Long Shot Sports Apparel. Racing Jason will start P number 3. It's the big show. The driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving car number 13. That'll be the big show of Kyle Lesher. How about the nasty Knoll Racing, number 53 of Colin Phillip. And look who's back behind the wheel, the number 38 entry here tonight, making his return back to the series, the Luke Oil, number 38, David Patton. And a rookie this season, but he's no rookie to racing competition. The Colony Tire and Service Center, number 54, Rex Oil. And the boss man, the driver out of Upstate New York, South Glens Falls, New York, that is to be exact. The Upstate RC entry, number 96 of Al Smith Jr. 8 cars, 5 to qualify here, heat race number 2. So Morano taking heat race number 1. Who will be the driver to pick up heat race number 2 here is going to be the question. A lot of heavy hitters here in this one. Cole Day, Dobbs, Lesher, Smith, Hoyle. Hoyle's a rookie, but don't put the rookie stripe on him here tonight. Or turn him loose this time out of turn number 4. There you see the 99 of Cole Day. Went on a streak, picking up his first career win right here as he drove through the slick in 3 and 4 to pick up his win back in the first season. So he has a feature win here as we are green flag racing. A little bit of a jumbled up start there for the number 81 of Jimmy McIntyre. The car not quite getting up to speed as he stepped on the throttle. Here comes the Long Shot Sports Apparel, number 98 of Racing Jason. Dobbs takes the second spot, but it'll be Cole Day leading the way back into that 5th position as heavy hitters back here. Phillip and Patton right there. They're running 4th and 5th. Lesher's back there into the 6th spot. And that is going to be Al Smith Jr. back there running in 7th with Rex Hoyle right there. Contact! Phillip and Patton running both into transfer positions. Here comes Al Smith. He's going to try to capitalize. He'll get to the inside of the big show of Kyle Lesher. Lesher and Smith making a little contact. Lesher going to lose ground, and he's trying to gather it up. Rex Hoyle back there also trying to gather it back up. So right now, the transfer spot, Colin Phillip there, car number 53. You see him down the back straight away. See Smith and the number 96 creeping into the picture. It's all Cole Day out front here, as it's 4 laps to go this time by. Halfway in, halfway home. Al Smith working on that number 53, still trying to get into a transfer spot. Smith has not been behind the wheel of any kind of dirt car here in well, I'm going to tell you about 8 months since the last time we closed up shop here on the Upstate Racing League with the Big Block Modified Series. Smith has not been behind the wheel of one of these cars. He has been behind the wheel of one of his Mud Boss entries. That's right, Al Smith, an avid RC racer. The car you see out here on track is the same as it is painted for his RC car. So it's still Day, McIntyre, Dobbs, Patton, Phillips right now. But look at Smith as he looks to the inside. It's the white flag lap. It's now or never for the boss man of Al Smith. Day has walked away with this one. We're keeping locked right here for the transfer spot. Smith with a great bite out of turn number 2. as he now takes the transfer spot. Cole Day will pick up the heat race win. It'll be Day, McIntyre, Dobbs, Patton, Smith. Phillips will have to go to a last chance qualifier along with Lesher and Hoyle. So heat race number 2 was an exciting one there for the transfer battle. Now what's heat race number 3 going to look like here, as there are some really good drivers in this one. There's good drivers in every heat race here on Wednesday nights. Starting on the front row of this one, car number 28, that'll be Jeff Sharp, the number 28 entry. And starting in P number 2, all the way from downtown Kokomo, Indiana. It's downtown Chris Brown is back here tonight in the 136. How about the Hacker? Brian Hacker, new number, new paint. He'll start P number 3 here tonight in car number 2. We're going to have to get used to him driving car number 2 here tonight. And back again in the racing action car number 47 here tonight for Rodney Hontoon, the driver out of Vermont. He is here tonight. And how about the Mad Matt McLean entry, car number 88. He's here tonight with the New Jersey Devils logo on his number 88. Interesting. Along with Scott Austin, the driver out of Illinois. The Scott Austin entry will pilot number 5 here tonight. And back into the 7th starting spot, the driver out of New York, driving car number 20 here tonight. That'll be Justin McDuff. And the final driver here tonight in our final heat race, car number 40, the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, Josiah Millen will start back there. Shotgun to the field. 5 to still qualify here out of this one. So we've locked 10 in. We're going to lock 10 more. We've locked 10 in. We're going to lock 5 more in. I can do my math. 1, 5, 7. Yes, that all makes sense to me in my head. Who's going to pick this one up? You got Brown. You got Hacker. You got Austin, Millen, McDuff. I mean, don't count Sharp out. He's going to start right here on the pole. Last night, if you tuned in on the Turn 3 Racing Network, you saw Jeff Sharp out there pick up a top 5. So the 28 of Sharp, not somebody just to brush over on the front row. Pace truck ready this time. We're going. Jeff Sharp steps on the loud pedal. Here we go. Sharp will lead us to one. Look at Hacker go straight down to the bottom. We've seen a lot of drivers go to the bottom here and make up a lot of time. Is Hacker just going to keep car number 2 down there? He's been watching from the infield here. As who will lead lap number 1? It will be Jeff Sharp. He is out front here. Sharp, Brown, Hacker, McLean, and Austin across the line is how they are currently. The inside lane looked like it worked in the last heat race, but this time not working there for Hacker. The bubble spot is highly contested. There's Austin, there's Millen, there's McLean. As everybody up to the top spot. So the Misfit Motorsports, Matt McLean entry, currently holding the final transfer spot. Millen all over the back end with that Jordan Henn Racing number 40. He'll try to work his way to the bottom side of the speedway. Hacker falling back into the clutches here. Has to find the groove, has to get on it. Ooh, a little contact, Nerf bar to Nerf bar there. The number 20 of McDuff. That was Austin. Number 5 of Austin. As I saw the white number 20 of Justin McDuff squirt into the wall there. But Austin and Millen got a little contact. The Nerf bars linked together. It caused Millen to lose the momentum and fell back off the back end with the number 88. Timing and scoring, updating now and actually showing us that Millen is in the transfer spot. So Millen in car number 40 is the transfer car. Sharp, Brown, Hacker, McLean, Millen. Millen just one spot there. Got a little tight going into turn number 3 for car number 40 of Josiah Millen. Here comes Austin. Does he have a run as the popsicle sticks are going to come up? Austin will go to the inside, see if he can slide up in front of Millen. Millen gives him the room, but he will get it. Scott Austin will take the transfer spot. Jeff Sharp running away with this one. Millen going to go to the bottom of 3 and 4 here, see if he can power back. White flag lap. Jeff Sharp out front. Chris Brown closing in, but we're watching the transfer battle here on the final lap of this one. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Millen going to have to go to the inside, see if he can get that car to bite. It'll be Jeff Sharp, though. Battle at the line. It will go to Scott Austin. Sharp, Brown, Hacker, McLean, and Austin all pick up that. So Jeff Sharp looking pretty sharp there in heat race number 1 as he picks it up. That means a last chance qualifier coming at us, and this is how that lineup will look for the last chance qualifier. Nick Scaravy will start on the pole here tonight. Colin Phillip back into P number 2. Josiah Millen will start third here tonight with Chuck Hayes back there in car number 15. What do you say, Hayes? Kyle Lesher, the big show, will start from the 5th position here. Starting in 6th, Justin McDuff in the all-white number 20. How about Justin Smith then? Car 45 will start in 7th. 8th will be Rex Hoyle in car number 54. Rodney Hontoon in car number 47. And Brian B. Yankee in the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe number 14. MA will start 10th. 10 cars, if my math is correct, 9 cars to qualify out of this last chance qualifier. Unfortunately, we will send 1 car home here tonight. Just taking a quick gander at who is out there and who we got, and it does look like all 10 cars do make the call here. So all 10 cars, so we will just send 1 back home. So we're ready to go, this time by 20 laps the distance here in the LCQ. 1 going home. Who will be the one going home? 3 rookies here in the LCQ. Green flag up, and Colin Phillip got a little high and wide, and he'll throw it into 1 very sideways for the 53. 53 of Colin Phillip going to lose a little ground here on the opening lap. He's going to bottleneck the number 15 of Charles Hayes out there on the outside. Lap number 1 will go to the number 17. Scaravi out front. See him as he comes by the line here. He's got Josiah Millen running in second. Millen just set the fastest lap of the evening there with a 16.75. He's running down the race leader. What will he be able to do? It's a lot of racing here in the last chance qualifier. 20 laps, so you don't have to pounce on him. You're already solidly locked into a transfer spot. Lesher back there running just about, 13 car lengths back. He's sitting there in P number 3. Millen just set another blistering lap last time by. It was a 16.7 flat. Trying to see if he can find a way underneath that number 17. The driver that's currently sitting outside the bubble. There it is, the 2 team cars. Car 54, Rex Hoyle, and the number 14, MA, or Brian B. Yankee, back here running 9th and 10th. These 2 drivers making their first ever appearances on the dirt side of things with the Upstate Racing League. Both drivers very accomplished asphalt racers. Making their first ever start on dirt, like I said. We'll continue to watch that battle here, but there's a battle just ahead of them. Car number 47. There's 40. It's 45 on... Oh, who is... Rodney Hontoon is the 47. There we go. It's a brand new number for Rodney Hontoon. We told you some of these numbers have changed in the last season, so we're still trying to gather up who is driving what out there. New paints, new numbers. As there you see the number 47 down to the bottom side of the speedway. McDuff working the outside of the all-white number 20. J. Mack able to hold off the charges there. Rodney Hontoon. Hontoon competing on the asphalt side of things. So did Justin McDuff last season. Next time by to be 10 laps to go. Brian B. Yankee still holding the transfer spot, but he's sideways in front of the 54. Hoyle had to jam on the brakes. Hoyle had to jam on the brakes as that number 14 MA was rather out of shape. Remember, the reason we're watching the 9th and 10th place car right now, because that is the battle for the transfer. They have to be inside the top 9 here tonight. We'll continue to check up on that out front. There's the top 3. Lesher has reeled in the top 3. The 17 and the 40 there, those two are running 1 and 2. Then it's the number 13 of Lesher right there. He's closed in. What can the Big Show do here? You see the Dude Wipes, Arctic, number 13, the Big Show out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, trying to pull one off here tonight. 8 laps to go in the LCQ. Nothing's changed at the transfer spot. If anything, Bianchi has pulled away a little bit. Here's the 15. Chuck down to the bottom. He's chucking. Oh, a little contact there. Colin Phillips into the back of number 15. You don't want to force the envelope too much, gentlemen. Remember, top 9, you're in right now, solid. Colin Phillips did gather it back up. Gonna lose a little ground, though. It'll be just 5 more times around here. This is half the distance of our feature that we will have in a little while here tonight. Opening night. Back to the transfer. There's the Cold Peppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14, MA. Just ahead of them. They're actually starting to pull back in. Justin McDuff and Rodney Hontoon. That's Brian Bianchi and Rex Hoyle. So the transfer spot not solidly locked in just yet. Four to go, and there's that battle that's out in front of the transfer. McDuff and Hontoon. Three laps to go. Nothing's changed at the front. There's the top 3 still. Scaravy trying to pick up the LCQ win, but Millen getting a little bit closer here. What does he have left in the tank? Millen entering a little bit, call it maybe a half a car length lower. White flag lap is up. Don't watch for Millen to throw any crazy moves here as he is solidly in. He'll run to the top side. Nick Scaravy will pick up the LCQ win. That will lock him in the battle for the transfer spot out of 4. It'll go to the Cold Peppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14, MA. Brian Bianchi will make the transfer here tonight. Hoyle will have to go home here tonight. He will not make the feature event. Unfortunate for him. So right now, these drivers are going to get a little bit of a track work over here for themselves. 24 cars do make the main. 1 car going home here tonight. Morano picking up the heat race win along with Cole Day and Jeff Sharp. So those two will start towards the front. We do have the invert wheel going right now. And I do believe we will get a 4-car invert. So Morano will start back and forth. Cole Day will start in 3rd. Jeff Sharp on the pole. And we will see the outside pole. We will see who is on the pole here tonight. We're getting that word across. I do know that those drivers will start 4, 3, and 2. And we'll get that information for you, race fans. But so far, how about the racing here? Opening night at the Volusia Raceway here. Volusia Speedway, we should say. The 3rd season here for dirt racing competition. Cole Day was the season number 1 champion. Then it was the youngster of Talon Carter. He picked up season number 2. And now we're in season number 3. Who will be the driver to pick up the championship at the end of the season? What does the season look like here? Well, we start here tonight at the Volusia Raceway. Then we head to Lucas Oil, Kern County. Brand new track on the iRacing service. We're going to head there week number 3. That's January the 17th of 2024. That's right, it is 2024. A little strange to say that, but week number 4, we head to Kokomo, Chris Brown's hometown here. Then we head to Knoxville. They may call it the sprint car capital of the world. Let me tell you, these big block modifieds always put on a show at Knoxville. Then we head to Lima Land, Lernerville, Lincoln, back to Cedar Lake into the middle of the country. And Lanier is the championship night on March the 6th. So March the 6th, we will wrap it up. Just 2 months of racing, 10 races total in the season. all the tracks picked this season, always putting on some good racing, especially the race at Lernerville and Lanier. Lernerville and Lanier, for some reason here with the Upstate Racing League, have always put on great races. So it's good to see week number 10, the championship race at Lanier Raceway. We're about 20 seconds. I can read the clock. 20 seconds, I'm being told, away from starting these big block modifieds up. Who do you think, race fans, is going to have the hot shoe here tonight? Who do you think will be able to pick up a win here in the opening night? Morano, Dobbs, Dahl, Schaefer, Holland. What about Millen, Alston, Sharp? You can make a case for any one of these 24 drivers here tonight to go to victory lane. I might be able to even win. Oh, I'm only kidding. That's why they stuck me up here. So let's head trackside. You see the pace truck there. Let's get it cracking here tonight. Starting on the pole here tonight, out of Canada, driving the 13G. Remember, the top four inverting. Guillaume Fortin will assume the pole spot here tonight. Then it'll be Jeff Sharp, followed by Cole Day and Anthony Morano. Those are your top four drivers here tonight in your feature. Then it goes as posted. It'll be the 81 of Jimmy McIntyre here tonight into the fifth spot, with downtown Chris Brown starting in sixth. Seventh spot here tonight will go to the 86 of Kelly Dahl. And how about the 98 coming out the gate? He was just down in Florida watching his Vols Nation in the bowl game. That'll be Racing Jason starting in the 8th spot. 9th will be Brian Hacker in car number 2. 10th will be Robbie Schaefer in car number 97. Into the 10th spot, the Luke Oil number 38 of David Patton. And then 12th, Mad Max McLean. Into Pete number 13, driving car number 15. That'll be Ryan Holland. And then it's going to be the boss man of Al Smith Jr. in car number 96. He'll start 14th. 15th to the Austin Designs, number 5. That's Scott Austin. He'll start 15th. Nick Scaravy there in car number 17. He'll start 16th. 17th will go to Josiah Millen. And 18th, it's the big show of Kyle Lesher. Chuck Hayes will start back there in car number 15 into the 19th starting spot, while Colin Phillip will start 20th. 21st will be Justin Smith. Justin McDuff in 20th. 22nd will be Justin McDuff. Yep. 23rd, Rodney Hontoon. Brian B. Yankee will be the final starter here tonight in our 40-lap feature event. So 40 laps the distance here tonight at Volusia. Pick up a win tonight, have the championship lead, leaving here to go to Lucas Oil. This time in, pace truck will head to the infield. Guillaume says, let's go racing here with the big block modifieds. So Guillaume gonna squirt out to the lead. Cole Day right around the bottom side of the speedway. Sharp will follow back into the 3rd spot. Jimmy McIntyre with a great start down on the bottom side. Look at them all, the thundering herd. It'll be Cole Day leading lap number 1 here tonight. So as Day leads the first lap of the evening, couple drivers up on the outside trying to get these big block modifieds wound up here tonight. McIntyre down on the bottom, Day down on the bottom. Here comes Brian Hacker. He'll hack up the bottom side of the speedway. Oh, contact! Hacker got that left front tire down into the Jersey barrier. It scooted him up the speedway. Listen to the Beast storm down the back straightaway into 3 there. Cole Day still the race leader. Jimmy McIntyre working on the bottom side, has been working for that Best Colorful Creations number 81. Anthony Morano not getting a good start in car number 32, stuck to the outside. Look at McIntyre go to the bottom. He'll pick one up on Morano. Morano has fallen back now 4 spots. Caution lights on for the first time this season. Car number 20. Justin McDuff looks like he has had some issues. He looks like he's being waved as the caution. Let's take a look. McDuff was running in the 21st position. Brian Bianchi. Oh, Brian just drove it in there. McDuff not back onto the throttle. Look at Rodney Hontoon. He does the, woo, hits the brakes. Right on board our bar camera here for the Upstate Racing League. As the slightest of bar contact there, going to turn the number 20 of McDuff around. Watch the 47 here come into the picture frame. Which way does he go? Which way did he go? So that's what the first caution flag here tonight is. So caution flag number 1. It is still Cole Day. Guillaume Fort and Jamie McIntyre and Jeff Sharp is how they are lined up. That's your top 4. Then it's Morano, Brown, Hacker, Dahl, Schaefer, Dobbs, the top 10. Jimmy McIntyre picking up the most spots here on the opening laps of this one. Looks like we're getting the 1 to go marker, so we're going to double them back up. Everybody back out onto the raceway. Looks like Brian Bianchi will tag the rear of the field here. There you see the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14, MA. He'll just tag the back with Justin McDuff. You make contact. If you're the reason that the caution comes out, you do get an end-of-line penalty. So Brian Bianchi will just assume the final position. That's actually where he started here tonight. He did pick up 1 spot on the initial 4 laps here tonight of racing competition. Cole Day. Guillaume Fortin on the front row. Pace truck in any time for Cole Day. And he fires them right now. Puts the power to the rear wheels. Here we go. Great start by Day and a great start by Jimmy McIntyre down on the bottom. Look at Morano. He's finally got to the bottom side of the speedway. 1 car sideways. That was downtown Chris Brown. Downtown Chris Brown, and we got a couple cars. Oh boy, having pinballs. Kyle Lesher, I think he's hit everything now but the pace truck. 1 car having some damage back there. That is Matt McLean. Looks like there's some front end suspension damage on that number 88 of Matt McLean. Car not tracking right. Josiah Millen wrapped up in this one. Kyle Lesher coming to pit road. Take a look. Let's start to see what happened here. Everybody got jumbled up. The outside lane checked up, and big chain reaction there. See Millen having some issues in the 40. Kyle Lesher hitting everything but the pace truck. A big stack up on that outside lane there. See the 5 of Austin, Lesher, Phillip, McLean, McDuff, Hayes. They're all in it. Millen having to take the tow back to pit road for that number 40 machine. His night looks like it's going to be done. Right on board here with Kyle Lesher. Pinball. Pinball Wizard for the number 13 of Lesher. 2 cars not making it back out to the call as we got the 1 to go marker there to be Matt McLean and Josiah Millen not making the call back here to the field. Come back this time to the green flag. Cole Day still the race leader. Day, Fortin, McIntyre, Morano. Cole Day says, let's jig. Day working that bottom side to perfection. 3 wide there. Brian Hacker in the middle. Was Jeff Sharp to the inside and Dobbs on the outside. Now Morano's put 3 wide in the middle. Sharp down on the bottom. Fortin up to the outside lane. Jimmy McIntyre with another great restart. He's got up into the second position with the 81. Still 3 wide back there. It looked like for a moment, it looked like Schaefer was trying to get that number 97 up through there. That is just out ahead of him, Chris Brown and Kelly Dahl. Ten laps in the books, and this Volusia Raceway is absolutely high and wide here. Morano out here trying to make it 3 wide again. Sharp back down on the bottom side, not able to get the dig off the corner number 2. Now they go 3 wide again. Guillaume, oh! Morano fed Guillaume a little bit of a right rear tire there in the middle of the corner. It looked like Guillaume just absolutely jacked up. Not sure if he just didn't get the right foot back down on the accelerator. Now Guillaume back to the inside of the number 32. Here comes Guillaume. He'll go 3 wide. He'll run the middle. Morano up into the fluff. Morano trying to battle back. He'll bounce it off the front straightaway wall. 3 wide back into turn number 1. This is the battle for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position right now. Guillaume going to go back through the middle. And look at Sharp still down on the bottom. Morano going to go up there where there's nobody's been venturing just yet. Morton going to try and pinch the number 28 there. Sharp down to the bottom. It looks like Morano gets a really good run that time out of turn number 2. Guillaume going to go top shelf with them. And oh, Guillaume had to check it up a little bit. Look at Dobbs making moves just behind this group. He's up to the top shelf there with the Long Shot Sports Apparel. Hacker still down on the bottom side as there's Jeff Sharp, not going to get a great run off the corner. He's able to drive it in deep with that number 28. Jimmy McIntyre still holding serve there into the second position. 25 to go here in our 40-lap feature event on the opening night here at Volusia for the Upstate Racing League Big Block Modified Series. Look at the outside lane, though. Morano has now got the outside rolling. McIntyre losing a little ground there. Morano going to just about be able to get there, maybe another lap or 2. And that number 32 of Anthony Morano is going to be right there with Jimmy McIntyre. Cole Day is checked out to almost a 2-second race lead over the battle for now the second spot. 4 cars under a blanket here for P number 2. It's still Jimmy McIntyre at the timing and scoring stripe, but there is Morano. There is Fortin to the outside. Sharp now losing ground on the bottom side. The bottom may be going away for these big block modifieds here at the middle portion of this one. McIntyre says, do not tell me the bottom's going away. I'm going to prove you wrong. He keeps the 81 Misfit Motorsport entry down there. Morano just keeping it wound up in the Full Throttle Motorsports number 32. 21, there you see it. On lap 21, Morano has now got into P number 2. Cole Day has a 1.9 second lead over Anthony Morano, Jimmy McIntyre, Guillaume Fortin, and Jeff Sharp. Hacker now giving up on the bottom. Robbie Schaefer is down there still. Schaefer on the bottom. He's battling with Dobbs and Hacker. Just behind them, Kelly Dahl watching to see what they do. Where will he go? Last time by, fastest car in the Speedway, Cole Day. Actually, correction, Anthony Morano now the fastest car on the Speedway. So the number 32 making it dig. He's back down to the bottom side of the Speedway. Cole Day out front. There's the 99 of Cole Day, Season 1 champion here with the Big Block Modified Series. 1.6, so 0.3 of a second has dropped off that race lead there for Cole Day. Jimmy McIntyre on the bottom still. Guillaume Fortin going to make work of him. He'll go to the outside. Jeff Sharp now trying to work the number 28. He's running the middle groove here tonight. He was down on the bottom following Jimmy McIntyre, but now maybe Sharp trying to move up just a little bit, see if he can find anything. Hacker back to the bottom, though, just behind them. There's Robbie Schaefer. He'll utilize the outside. The hamburger hot dog will squirt out of the bun. Ryan Holland in car number 15. Got the Upstate RC and Hobby Showtime Wraps and Graphics entry number 15 up 4 spots. Biggest mover so far has been Robbie Schaefer. 15 laps to go here. 2 drivers off the raceway here tonight. Matt McLean and Josiah Millen are both out of this one. As, pile up here in the front straightaway. Al Smith turned around. Caution lights are on. So, quite a few cars coming together off turn number 4. Cole Day not wanting to see that. He had a just about back up to a little over a 1.7 second lead. Take a look. Happened here with Scott Austin. Somebody, I believe that was the 15 of Holland, actually. And everybody just coming together. Have to take a look here again from a different view. Missed it again. Holland up the speedway, though. And everybody behind him nowhere to go. All wrapped up into it. Right on board with Smith. There you see, contact Dobbs and Holland. And Smith had no idea it was coming. He got hit in the right rear. Turned around by the number 5 of Austin. There you see Justin Smith getting through then. And Kyle Lesher getting involved. Fortunately, we missed the beginning of that caution. That's the angle we're told we have at it. See, we get more information a little bit later on, but it'll be 13 to go. We dropped the hammer here, so we're lining back up 2 by 2. We didn't get to the 10 lap to go marker where we would go single file. Still going to be in the hands of Cole Day. He will be able to fire off first here. It'll be Day, Morano, Fort and Sharp, McIntyre, Schaefer, Dahl, Hacker. Those are your top 8 drivers here. Everybody I'm looking at is back out onto the raceway, including Matt McLean. So McLean will leapfrog Millen. I believe that was already, because Millen had to tow. McLean drove it back to pit road, so he was already scored in 23rd. Green flag back into the air. Here we go. Cole Day with a great start. Morano going to go straight to the top shelf here while the number 99 of Cole Day works the bottom side of the speedway. Watch the run. Here comes the 32. Cole Day going to run the middle. He'll slide up to the top side, see if he can get a little bite and fire off a turn 4. Robbie Schaefer making some moves also. The Hamburg Hot Dog now up to running in 5th. He's on the move. McIntyre still running there into the 6th position. A really good day for McIntyre. How about Jeff Sharp hanging in there? Started the outside pole. He's sitting there. And P number 3 currently. We're getting 10 laps to go this time by. There's the top 2 spots. Caution flag. We won't get 10 to go. Caution flag. Something going awry towards the mid-pack. I believe Chris Brown. And the 136 White Owl Performance entry. Chris Brown was running just inside the top 10. He got turned around from the number 15, and unfortunately, Dave Patton involved. And there's Matt McLean, the New Jersey Devils fan. Here's what Kyle Lesher saw. He's had an eventful night, Pinball Wizard. Locked it up, threw it sideways to try and get that 13 slowed up. Watch it here from a different angle. The 15 into the back bars down the straightaway of the number 1 and just turns Brown around, and everybody else at the speeds we're going here tonight at Volusia just absolutely nowhere to go. So we're doubling them up once again here after the caution flag. We're have 10 to go when we go green, so we're double them back up one final time here tonight. The final time we will get to go 2x2. Day, Morano, Sharp, and Fortin right now are the top 3 drivers. It'll be 10 to go when we go green. Still anybody's ball game that's out there here tonight. A lot of drivers making moves. Green flag, and here we go. Great start for Jeff Sharp down on the bottom. He was quick to the pedal to follow Cole Day. Cole Day going to run the middle there, try and block the 32's advance of Morano. 9 to go. That's exactly what Cole Day wanted to see. Day goes down through the middle here. He'll slide up to the cushion. Jeff Sharp working the bottom side. Oh, he got a little loose that time down at 1 and 2. Sharp threw it in. He made it work, and then all of a sudden, the bite went away. It looked like he was going to have a great run, possibly be able to slide up into P number 2 ahead of Morano, and now he's relegated back to running 4th. 8 laps to go and a lot of battling going on through the field. Hacker and Dobbs still side by side here. Seven to go. There's the race lead. Half a second right now between Day and Morano. And then about 3 car lengths back to Fortin. Jeff Sharp now in the battle with the Hamburg Hot Dog and Robbie Schaefer, who's working the outside lane. There you see the full move Garage 197 of Robbie Schaefer. Schaefer's picked up 6 spot. Oh, could pick up 6 spot if he can get around the number 28 of Jeff Sharp. Sharp with a brand new paint scheme here tonight at Volusia. A lot of jockeying going on here. It'll be high 5 at the flag stand. Just 5 more times around. 5 more laps to go here tonight. Hacker locked in a 3-wide battle. That's because that's the McIntyre entry to the outside. And that's going to be Kelly Dawes. The caution lights will come on. Now Smith pulling away. There's Brian B. Yankee wrapped up in this one. Colin Phillip also involved. I believe that is number 15 there. Chuck Hayes. Being told the boss man made a mistake. Scott Austin into the back of number 96. Gonna give the boss man a spin around in a loop. Again here, you're going to see the Austin Designs number 5 into the back of the 96, and Smith loops it around. How about Rodney Hahn, too? Just squirting through on the bottom side there. Not much room to go between the spinning 96 and the inside guardrail. Take a ride on board one of our rookie cars. Here's the number 14 MA, Brian B. Yankee. Thought he was going to be okay, and then, oh, man. A little contact, going to spin him around. So we're getting ready. I do believe the lights just went out, so it'll be 4 to go. We're get 3 to go at the line after we cleaned up our 5th caution flag here of the evening. We're going to go 4 to go at the line. So when we get the green flag, it'll be 4 laps to go. Does Morano have anything for the 99 of Day, or maybe Guillaume? How about Jeff Sharp? Maybe the Hamburg Hot Dog of Robbie Schaefer can squirt out a couple more positions of that hot dog bun. Green flag back into the air as they all chase Day to turn 1. Anthony Morano follows the 99 right down to the bottom side, and then he drifts up in the middle of the corner. Everybody utilizing different lines here on this restart. That's just how perfect this track is here tonight. You can go just about anywhere to make some ground up. Jeff Sharp losing a little ground here. Guillaume going to get a little tight up against the outside groove. The old popsicle sticks, winding them up, tossing them out. Here we go. It'll be 2 to go. Cold Day pulling away here from Anthony Morano. Guillaume still locked in the battle for the final podium position. Robbie Schaefer, it'll be the white flag. Here we come. White flag is up for Cold Day. First one back to the stripe will win opening night here at Volusia. Cold Day picked up the Season 1 championship here with the Upstate Racing League. He won at Volusia to open that season up. He'll win here tonight at Volusia. It'll be Day, Morano, Thornton, your top 3. Schaefer, Sharp, Dahl, Hacker, Holland, McIntyre, and Smith. Your top 10 drivers across the line here tonight. Unofficial results as there's your winner. He'll do a little celebrating here, and, well, the good thing is you don't have to worry about that car as he just banked it off the wall. It's virtual. They'll get a new one for him. So he'll park it down here in Victory Lane tonight, so we will get to talk, I do believe, to the top 3 competitors here tonight after this 40-lap feature event. Your results on the left-hand side of the screen, unofficial here tonight from Volusia. Of course, everybody has to go back and check the scoring loops, make sure all drivers did complete all 40 laps here in our feature here tonight at Volusia. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back here to Volusia with the Upstate Racing League, the Big Block Modified Series, to get a word in with your top 3 competitors just after this.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to Volusia race fans as opening night for the Upstate Racing League Big Block Modified Series. Season number 3 has been completed here at Volusia. You see the lights are still on down there all around the raceway, but that's because the stars are still hanging out here. The top 3 finishers are hanging by here to see, well, for you guys to see what they have to say after 40 laps of feature racing competition. What do you say we head trackside here and talk to some of these drivers? Let's head down. Let's start things off with the driver that will finish in P number 3 here tonight. Guillaume, a great race for you here. Great heat race, great qualifying effort. You ran up front all night long, battling inside the top 4 positions, but just not enough here with that right foot to go up there and get Morano or Day. What did you need here late into this one?
I mean, I have no clue what I'm doing out there. I'm more of a pavement guy, so honestly, I didn't think I was gonna hold off all the race up front, but I kind of stuck to the top side and kind of worked for me. I wasn't able to race at the bottom, and I think it was the faster way around the racetrack, but I was good on the top, so I never moved, and I think that's what helped me finish 3rd tonight.
You talk about you're not really a dirt guy. You stuck to the pavement. You're a longtime Upstate Racing League member on the asphalt side of things. Last year, you came in here with the Big Block Modifieds for the first time as a rookie, and you taken your lumps. You had some good runs. What are you looking for this season in your sophomore campaign?
Honestly, I think it's more about top 10 and consistent finish. Last year, like I had trouble making the show sometimes, so I really want to make every show and maybe content for like a top 10 finish every week, and I'd be happy about that.
Well, you exceeded your expectations here tonight as you finished third. A great start to the season here with a brand new paint scheme, some new sponsors on the side. So what do you say we let you talk about the people on all the quarter panels of this number 13?
Yeah, first of all, if you need any trailer or race car trailer, boat trailer, just give a call to Remek or also a pit box or toolbox. It's Gestion LPJ. They do all kind of pit box, so it's cool to see. And also, you go back at Motorsports. It's the team I'm on during the summer, so always fun with those guys. And also you guys and Al for everything you do for this league.
Well, a great run here tonight for Guillaume. We look forward to seeing him next week at the Lucas Oil Raceway for race number 2. Guillaume finishes here tonight, P number 3. The driver that'll finish just ahead of him, a rookie this season here with the Upstate Racing League, Anthony Morano. Anthony, a great run for you here in your opening round. You were able to pick up a heat race in heat race number 1, and then you had to start back there into the 4th position. A lot of stiff competition here tonight for yourself.
Yeah, it's always exciting to come out, join into a new league. Scotty Riomi and Dean Reynolds got me in here. Said, try this place out. You'll have a lot of fun here, and definitely did. Didn't really have anything for Cole there, that's for sure, though. I was just definitely didn't have the bite coming out of the corner, but definitely take second with this group of guys any day of the week.
We saw you utilize the inside lane in the heat race, and then in this feature, it looked like the 32 got stuck to the outside of the opening laps. Then you migrated back to the bottom. Where was this car set up? Where did the lane work the best for that right foot of yours?
Unfortunately, I think when early there with that redraw, I kind of chewed my stuff up a little bit on the outside early and just trying to get around Jeff and get back down to the bottom, and then I couldn't clear, and then got down there and then a restart and got stuck up on the top again. Just chewed up my right rear a little bit too much, but it's fine. I'd rather run the bottom. I mean, you've seen me run here in 802 on the bottom pretty good, so I prefer to be down there, but you got to go where the car likes to be.
Now, you talk about how you've been here before. We've seen you run the bottom side. That's in a 358. What's the difference between the 358 modified here and this big block modified?
Definitely you have to be able to have way more throttle control here with the big block. It's just, I think in real life it's about 282 horsepower, something like that, if I remember right. So it's a pretty big difference, and track got pretty slick, and I was sliding around a lot. So that's what it all came down to. It was just too much too early and killed myself on it.
Well, either way, it was a great run for you here tonight in your first ever race with the Upstate Racing League. A second place finish with the field here tonight is a great start to that season. What do you say? Who's on the side of this 32 here tonight?
I gotta thank my wife Sherry for letting me come on here and goof around and spend way too much time doing this fun little hobby I have. All my teammates at FTM, Super Dirt Car, High Bomb Lens, DJ Sim Shops, Swan Speed Shop, GripPack.com. Like I said, everybody at FTM, the guys are huge help with everything with these cars. Roger, you for doing a broadcast. Everybody here at Upstate for putting the league up for us to come out and do this. What we do.
There you have it. The rookie this season, Anthony Morano, will compete for the Rookie of the Year championship, and tonight, his first race, he'll finish P number 2. The driver that will pick up the win here tonight, though, he was the Season 1 champion, and he started that championship season right here at Volusia. He picked up the win that season, and tonight, Cole Day, you go right back to victory lane in season number 3.
Yeah, not a bad way to start the season off after a little bit of a break.
Well, you talk about a break. It's been a while since we've seen you run some 358 modifieds here in the last couple of weeks, and then I believe you had a refrigerator issue and you just took a step away. How good does it feel to be back in this big block modified?
Oh, I love it. I love these cars. I've really been missing Upstate, so I'm really glad that Al and everyone was able to come back together and get the league going again.
You talk about coming back together. It's once a year here with this series, and you see some of the drivers, they've been here for years. You all have raced together for a long time now, but then you see a couple of these rookies come in, and they run towards the front of the field. Did you know anything about the rookies? Were you worried about them at the front?
Yeah, you're always worried about new people coming in. just because you have no idea how fast they are. They could be super fast. They could be, just average in the league and having fun out there. So yeah, I'm always a little bit worried, but I always keep a close eye and look at practice. I'm always watching times. I'm always watching lines. I'm watching how the track develops. So I'm always trying to see what they know or try to gauge their speed all the time.
Gauging speed late in this one. A lot of late race yellows. Were you worried that maybe Murano, Fortin, maybe Schaefer or Sharp were going to have something for you late on one of those restarts?
Yeah. Like I said, I've been on a little bit of a break from dirt, so a little worried I was going to be a little rusty on some starts, but I was all right. So there in that first run, I was got off to a decent little lead, had a cushion, so I started searching around the track to try to find some speed. So even then, I was watching my watching my lap time, seeing what was working, seeing what wasn't working, and then just getting a good feel back to run the car through the slick and learning what my good old right foot can do.
Well, your right foot stayed in it here tonight, Mr. Day, to pick up another win here with the Upstate Racing League. What do you say we roll the red carpet out for you for the first time here this season at Volusia and hear what you got to say? Who helps you?
Yeah. First off, got to thank all the Turn 3 boys, Discord, you as always for putting on awesome broadcasts, Al for keeping the league going, getting everyone back together, everyone returning to the league. This is one of my favorite leagues to run in, so it's always great to see everyone come back and have fun.
Well, he has fun. He drives that green and purple, along with a little bit of gray mixed in there. Cold Day. He picks up another win here with the Big Block Modified Series for the Upstate Racing League. Congratulations to all the drivers here tonight that finished on the podium. Day, Murano, Fortin, you heard from them. Robbie Schaefer was able to pick up 6 spots. He'll finish into the 4th position here tonight. Jeff Sharp was 5th. Kelly Dahl was 6th. Brian Hacker was 7th across the line here at the end of this one. 8th then went to Ryan Holland. Jimmy McIntyre held on for 9th, and your biggest mover of the race here tonight, the number 45 of Justin Smith. He rounded out the top 10. He picked up 11 spots after starting outside the top 20, working his way into the top 10 late in this one. So a great race from Volusia to open up the season here for the Upstate Racing League Big Block Modified Series. That leads us just next week on the 10th. That's January the 10th here. We will head to Lucas Oil. For the second time ever, the Upstate Racing Series will head to that track. We can't wait to see what these Big Block Modifieds do just 1 week from now with these drivers. A couple of them missing in action here tonight, but don't worry, they will be at round number 2 at Lucas Oil. So for everybody at the Upstate Racing League and all of us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show here from Volusia. And until we see you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we will see you in Turn 3.